Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Never Fail, bringing you some Call of Duty Ghost Domination, playing on Stonehaven. Starting out with the L1196, I believe that's what this gun is called. And of course, if you're gonna rock a fucking sniper, especially on this map, you might want to rock the thermal scope and get destroyed right off the jump. That's how I like to do it. Anyway, I chose this gameplay for basically two clips, and for one other reason. There's two clips in here though that. One of them I completely shit on a dude. Well, there's three clips. Ooh, look at that hip fire fucking hit marker. Yeah, that's how every sniper should be. No fucking hip fire should ever be a one hit kill with a sniper. I don't give two fucks. But they did go through great lengths to try to make it difficult for a sniper to work that way. So I'll give them that. There's no hip fire reticle at all. So that's pretty cool. And that kind of leads me into the topic of the commentary here, which is recognizing the small changes made and appreciating them for the most part. And I know a lot of the times we don't do this because we caught up in the big issues with the game, or the big problems with the game, or comparing it to the previous game and all that shit. I understand that. So I know that this, sometimes the small changes just get completely fucking overlooked. I get it. I do it myself. But little small subtle changes that they have made that I think are pretty cool, pretty nice little things to have in the game, or changes they've made to the game that I really truly do appreciate. And something I touched on in my very first COD Ghost commentary. First thing I noticed when playing was the little score in the upper right hand screen there. I thought that was fucking fantastic. It's by far one of my favorite little additions. And it has nothing to do with gameplay. So a lot of these don't necessarily have anything to do with the actual core mechanics of the game. So I don't want you to think that's what this video is about. It's not. It's just little small changes like that. The little scoreboard up there, I'm a chronic scoreboard checker. And yeah, it's pretty nice to have the ability not to have to hit select and all this shit. Oh, first clip coming up that I uploaded this for. Watch this bitch get shit on. Oh, I didn't feel quite as good about that kill when I realized what gun she was using, but I still felt pretty damn good about it. But little subtle changes, small things. The scoreboard up there, I love that little feature. It's probably one of my favorite features they've added as far as non-gameplay mechanic shit. I think that is fantastic. I'd like to see that stay there in the future. Yeah, got to love that. That's probably my favorite little small change, but there are other little small subtle changes that actually do kind of affect gameplay. And the first one, like I mentioned, with the sniper rifles, no hipfire reticle. I think that is fantastic. That is something that I don't think people appreciate enough. And according to a video I saw of, I believe it was Thunders, they're doing a nice big patch trying to actually, it sounds like at least, completely eradicate quick scoping and make snipers work like snipers. I would love that. That would be fan-fucking-tastic. And to be honest with you, I don't get quick scope very often at all in this game. Most of the time, and in fact, every time I've ever been sniped, I've actually pretty much, and this is a good shot too, but I've actually pretty much saw not only myself in the crosshairs, but I actually saw them drag the crosshairs over to me, and I can appreciate that. I don't mind that. It's still annoying because a sniper is a one-hit kill weapon, and one-hit kill weapons piss me off regardless. Shotgun snipers, it doesn't matter. But as I fucking fell, I got a hit marker. But that's okay. I'll get a hit marker right to your face, even though that wasn't a headshot. And that dude that was a nice shot. Props to you, brother. But they're taking the steps to try to eradicate that, so that's a nice little change, especially from fucking Black Ops 2. And I got more on that in a different commentary. But the domination flags, the way this shit works. Oh, and this is the second part of this clip. Look how fucking terrible that is. That's just awful. I deserve that death. I should have at least gotten one of those two guys. Should have knifed the first one and the second one. Fuck it. But the domination, the small change, not only with the flags turning yellow when they're, saying losing or taking, but the fact that you can actually turn them neutral. Nice little small change that I think is fan-fucking-tastic. It is an absolutely outstanding. That was a nice shot, never fell. But it's an absolutely outstanding change. And look at this shit. Watch this shit. Please tell me where I shot him. It looked to me like I shot him in the neck head area. How do I get a hit marker? But the domination neutral flag thing is a fantastic change. I do love that. It makes it where it is slightly rewarding to at least attempt to go for the flag. Even if you don't get it, you still have the opportunity to turn it neutral, so they have to at least jump back on it. So they can't just sit there and camp. They actually have to put themselves back out in the fucking harm's way, per se. And right there, this is why I really switched to it, is because I didn't realize we were losing. Once I realized we were losing, yeah, sniper rifle goes away, and I actually pull out a real-time, try hard, sweaty palm-ass gun like the Vector, and I'm going to go put in some fucking work. But, the domination flag, especially for a dom player, nice, great little subtle small change there that I don't believe people give enough recognition or appreciation to, because that is a nice little addition that doesn't necessarily hurt or change the gameplay's core mechanics very much, but it does add to the game, in my opinion. It adds value to the game that isn't strictly for people or for gunplay type mechanics. The next little thing that I would have to say that it absolutely is fantastic, since we're looking at the briefcase that I just picked up, is that the field orders being the only way to get a care package. It's a nice little twist, nice little unique. We'll get teabagged so I can get my care package, son. Thank you. But it's a nice little twist, and it's very fun to try to get a lot of, fulfill those field orders. And none of them are too challenging. Some of them are a little bit harder for me than others, such as the whole getting a kill while jumping thing. I'm not a jumper. It's not something I do. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, making it where they can't just run a care package. They had to get the fucking field order, and they actually had to fulfill the field order to get the care package. And most of the care packages don't seem to give anything too crazy. I haven't seen like a Loki or nothing in a care package yet. So I like that. I like that little change. It makes it where there's not a shit ton of care package spam throughout the game. And that's good. There's only a limited number of field orders, I believe. I'm not sure. Hell, it might be unlimited, but I know that there's only one set of field orders out at a time. If you pick it up, don't complete it. Whoever kills you makes you drop the briefcase, and they get the chance to pick it up. So that definitely cuts back on the care package cheese. Like I said, it doesn't really affect the core mechanics of the game, as I shit on this dude. But it doesn't affect the core mechanics of the game, but it does definitely change it up. Can't depend on care packages to give you crazy-ass streaks. With the exception of on certain maps where you complete the field orders, you're guaranteed, say, a chem strike or a shock and awe. Warhawk for the chem strike, and I believe strike zone for the chem strike, and Warhawk for the shock and awe. So that's pretty cool, pretty neat little change up. And then I just had something else on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, the SATCOM. Absolutely fucking love it. Now that is a game changer in my opinion, the way the SATCOM works. It definitely reduces the UAV spam that you saw in previous games, and I believe everybody should really be appreciative of how that works, where you have to have two of them up in order to get a UAV sweep. I think it devalues off the grid a lot. In fact, I don't have any class with off the grid. I just don't. I know I should, but it doesn't seem that important to me, because I know they had to have two of them at one time in order for them to get the sweep. I think that works fantastically. I think that is probably one of the best changes they made as far as small changes. I think that's one of the best ones they've made in a while. And I'm going to C4 this bastard who killed me with his IED just so he can taste my explosives. Yeah. But I think it's one of the best small changes they have made to the game that actually affects the functionality of the game. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. All my drinks are inside. But yeah, great change, and probably my favorite change to the entire game would be the way they did the SATCOM. It is absolutely outstanding, and I can't say enough about that. I think that seriously gets overlooked, and the fact that another small change, and this one definitely affects it. And you might could say this is a bigger change, but I think it's a small change. The fact is, from my knowledge and from my experience, there is no auto lock-on rocket launcher. And that is something that I believe a lot of people have wanted back since, fucking Strelas were first introduced or whatever the fuck they were called when they were first introduced, stingers. But back when those were first introduced, I believe a lot of people wanted that change because it made it too easy to negate something like an attack chopper. And that is definitely a small change that I can appreciate. Yes, it's a bitch when somebody calls in a chopper on me, but they having to get 9 point street, or for minimum for a chopper, and it shouldn't be as easy to take out as it is. And plus, it's a nice balance, so I definitely appreciate that. Anyway, that's the only stuff I have time to discuss, and really that's most of the important ones that I can think of off the top of my head. As the sniper gets owned in the final kill cam, good shit running Reaper. But okay, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, leave your feedback.